play Sonic Mania. We're gonna do some more speedrun learning here. And by speedrun learning, I mostly mean practicing flying battery, as I've kind of endured for a while, man. But it is my worst splits. Flying battery, I typically lose a lot of time there, so I kinda, you know, gotta keep practicing there, man. Alright, so flying battery zone, here we go. And yo, what do we got? What do we got? Flying battery OP? And no, please do, I have homework. Yo, Vex! How you doing, good sir? Nice to see you, man. Yo, it's nice to see everybody. TDB, Controlius. Hopefully we are all doing super good today. I mean, that would always be my hope, man. Always my hope. Yo, I know Controlius was there. TDB. And anybody else, were y'all there for the Donkey Kong Country 3 race that King Hippo was doing? Oh man, that was so cool. Wait. Are we good? Oh no, we're not any good, guys. Not any good, almost. Which one of the three? I mean, overall, I guess I mean like the second one, but yeah, no, they were all good races. The third one, King Hippo kind of bounced out on, man. Yeah, no, it figures. There was a second race, man. I was like, yeah, if King Hippo wins, I'll donate $20. That's the one he wins. That is the one he wins, man. The first one? Nah, let's just game over. The third one? Nah, let's just quit in the middle of playing. But that second one, he was down for those $20. Tails looks very different from how you remember him. I know, right? What has he done with his hair? He's so different somehow. What did you do, Tails? Tell us your secrets. Up and dead. Gosh darn it. It's so weird because like I have to not bump into that like quite a bit while also I still need to go up there. I don't know, it's weird. TDB says, I don't know if I'm doing good today. The day only just started, it's 1:13 a.m. Yeah, that's fair enough, man. Yo, no, that's good though, that's good. Your day is started, now you can enjoy everything. Now, Control says the second with Doomy playing a slideshow instead of playing a game. I know, right? Yeah, his stream was like going, I want to say like 5 frames a minute. Like a minute. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. But yeah, no, it was fun. It was fun watching. Aw, oh, come on, Ray, would you grab the thing? I think I need to just stop going that way, because it's like, I never 100% consistently grab that thing over there. This doesn't happen. Yeah, we made it over though, let's go. Yeah, instead of like just accepting my amazingness, I think I'll actually attempt to do that a couple of times in a row. Let's see. Legendary saying, legitimate question. What character is that? Is it official or is it some sort of mod? Yes, this is official. This is Sonic Mania Plus. In Sonic Mania Plus, they added 2 new characters. One is Ray, who has the ability to glide, and the other one is Mighty, who has the ability to slam down to the ground at incredible speed. But yeah, with Mighty, he's like the more casual-friendly character, which is funny because he looks more like the tough guy. But yeah, Mighty's the more casual-friendly character. He is not going to be getting hurt from spikes as often. Also, like, bullets will ricochet off of him a lot of the time. So he's a pretty good character overall. Uh-oh. I don't think we made it that time. I wanted too much. First try every time. Always first try. Aren't there like 10 pre-existing Sonic characters they could have added? Well, when I say they're new characters, they're like new to Sonic Mania. These are also pre-existing characters. They're just some of the really, really old ones. Like, Ray came out back in the, like what, Sonic 1, Sonic 2 times? He was in some arcade game in Japan that, like, never came out in the US. Mighty was also in that same game, but he was also in Knuckles Chaotix for the, what is it, the 32X? I never got a 32X, but, yeah, I know people really like it, man. And yo, XD's in here. How you doing, XD? But yeah, there's a lot of characters. I was really hoping they would bring in Amy Rose, because she was in Sonic CD, so you know she would still like fit with the whole, you know, classic Sonic thing, because she is from the classic Sonic days. But nah, they decided to go with Ray and Mighty. I didn't really like Ray too much at first, because like, you know, he's only been in a game I've never played before. But his ability to glide, man, it's so good. It's so much faster than Tails. Like, Tails himself can, like, fly in a lot of areas that Ray can't glide. But it's just such a slow action in and of itself. But yeah, Ray is a lot cooler, in my opinion, as far as just abilities go. There we go, we made it across another time. We'd love them to bring in Pierre. Pierre? I'm guessing that's one of the comic book characters? The skunk guy, maybe? I don't know all their names. And, let's see. Can't Knuckles glide? Yes, Knuckles can glide. But, like, they glide in two completely different ways. Like, Knuckles just kind of goes straight forward and slowly drops. Versus, you know, Ray, he can fly up and down. Though the more speed he has going down, the more speed he'll have going up. So he can do that like crazy trick I'm trying to do, where he flies underneath the planes. No one else can do that, not in this level. Ray's the only person that can do that, because he's the only one that can build up enough aerial speed. Because like Knuckles does build up speed the longer his glide goes, but it's very static. Like, he's just gonna go straight across, slowly dropping. He will never go up. And the acceleration is very, very slow. Versus with Ray, like if I nosedive right here, I'll go real fast. Like the wind's pushing against me really hard here. Because you're not supposed to be able to get through. The other characters can't. And I can't make it when I bump into the wall there. But yeah, no, he's pretty cool. Invisa says, Vinx, we have to get a world record today. We have a deal. Wait. I don't remember saying I'd get a world record today. I just said that I would eventually get one. Eventually! World records are hard, man. Pierre is in the comic and the old cartoon. He's a rodent that had a bad French accent and a rapier. Okay, yeah, no, that sounds very familiar. But he's a rodent? I could have sworn he was a skunk. Didn't he fight for, like, What's-Her-Face's love with, Sonic? Or no, I think I'm mixing up characters. I think there was two characters that fought for Sally's love, not including Sonic. Yeah, you had the skunk guy, and then you also had, I can't remember the name of the guy, but I guess, yeah, it is Pierre. But, like, he had blonde hair. But yeah, he was definitely a rodent, and he had blonde hair, and he had, like, this blue suit, I think? I want to say it was blue. And yeah, that was in the, well, yeah, the cartoon that Sally's in. I was gonna specify it, I'm like, wait, no. There's 3 Sonic cartoons. Sally's only in one of them, if I remember right. Because, like, she's not in Sonic Underground, because, Sonya pretty much plays that role. And then she's not in, what was it, Sonic AM, I think it's called? Because in that one... Gosh darn it. Because yeah, in that one, Sonic didn't have, like, a love interest. He wasn't fighting with the Resistance or anything like that. He was just kind of goofing around, him and Tails. Oh, Antoine! Yeah, that's what his name was. That's who I'm thinking about. Controlia says, I'm sorry, he was Antoine, and he's a fox. I remembered his name incorrectly. I wanted him to be a Pierre. Yeah, no, because, like, there is a skunk. There's a skunk character in the Resistance Fighters. Because, yeah, he's, I can't remember, there's, like, this whole arc, right? Where, like, Sally's like, I don't love you anymore, Sonic. I need a real man who, like, I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it was. But, yeah, it was all about the skunk guy. I think the skunk guy ends up, like, sacrificing himself for the Resistance. You know, Sally's really mad about it, but at the end of the day, she gets back with Sonic. The skunk is Joffrey? Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know what his name was. Not the slightest clue. Vex saying, you had me going nuts, googling this guy, trying to figure out who I didn't know. You're nice, man. And there is a Pierre, but he's from something else. Yeah, rip, man. Alright, then who's Pierre? Gosh darn it, I gotta click on this link. Wait, what? Who is that? In Sonic Boom? Okay. He's a wolf. Oh, man. There's too many characters. I can't keep up with them all. Way too many Sonic characters. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do any of that. That was all bad. It's no good. Let's try that again. Joffrey is like top 5 characters for you? You love him? Okay. Yeah, no, I don't really know much about him at all. I didn't really read the comics. I did read the Sonic Wikia though. Like there was one day, man, I don't remember what I was up to. I was super bored. I was just reading about a lot of random things. That was one of the things I picked up on, but apparently I didn't remember his name. Yeah, I remember, what's his face? The green Sonic? I remember him. But yeah, that was the main thing I was reading about, was all the different Sonics. How apparently Sonic was originally brown. Ah. Pierre is from Sonic Boom. Yo. No good. Ah, the good old-fashioned wiki dive. Yep. Oh man, I never got into the comics, but yeah, there's been a couple times, I want to say at least 2 different times in my life, where I've randomly gone to the Sonic Wiki and just started reading about a lot of the characters and like events and stuff. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, I think it was because I was talking about Metal Sonic with somebody. I think I was talking about Metal Sonic, and they were talking about like all these like different types of Metal Sonics, and I'm like, I don't believe in these. I don't believe these exist. And he's like, nah, they do. But yeah, I think it was, no, it wasn't Metal Sonic. I think it was Gamerl, or maybe his name's not Gamerl. There's like this robot, right? There's this robot character that was in like Sonic Rivals or Sonic Fighters. No, it must have been Sonic Rivals, right? I don't know. The one that's the fighting game. Whichever one's like the fighting game that I think came out on Game Boy. I want to say, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, there's Gamerl, and then apparently there's like a darker version of the same robot, and he's a completely different character. And I think he's based on Metal Sonic? I don't remember. It's been too long. Vexatious says, I miss when the Sonic comics were good before Sega cut ties with the original writers and tossed out all of his canon. Oh, the Penders guy? I thought everyone in the Sonic community said he was really bad. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, I again never really read the comic or anything, but I could have sworn there was this guy that like used to write for the Sonic comic. I can't remember what he did that made them like not want to work with him anymore. But yeah, they were not working with him, and he was like, well, these are all my original characters, so you can't use them anymore. And so then they had to do some sort of reboot of the universe or something, and that, like, he has his own comic now with this girl that, like, is kinda Knuckles, but not really Knuckles. She's not actually an echidna, she's an alien. She just happens to look a lot like the echidnas from, you know, the Sonic comic. It's really weird. Oh man, it's my OC. Wiki dives are fun, they really are. No, let's see, dude, I love the comics, but comics are expensive and I don't have sufficient time. Yeah, I can't get into comics. I've tried to get into comics a couple times, but it's like, it's always the same problem. Like, I'll have the comic, I'll flip through 6 pages, and then the story's over. And it's like, now I have to wait for the next comic, and I just get bored out of my mind. I can't consume stories like that. I do not enjoy reading stories where like I have to wait a very long period of time to get information. It's no good. And like, it's not just comics, like there's a lot of cartoons I don't watch because they come out like that. It's like, here's the story. Now wait a week until you can see it again. No, I don't want to wait a week. I'm all good on that. I like completed stories. Oh, gosh darn it, man. And let's see, speaking of not enough time, you have Octopath to play? Yo, gotta play Octopath. Oh, Sonic, you boost-stealing thief. Vex says, yes, they are. I stopped collecting when I became an adult and people stopped buying comics for me. Yep, that's fair. Completely understandable. Oh, you have 1 through 125 in Viso? Nice, man. Pretty cool. They pulled a Flashpoint paradox where Supersonic went so fast he broke the fourth wall and actually reset the Sega Genesis they existed on. Yo, that's hilarious. Yeah, what was it called? The like Super Genesis wave or something? I read about it, I just don't remember. Oh, why is this so hard, man? Why is this so hard? Big compilations, yo, gotta get them. And yo, Grand Magusta with the host. Yo, let's go, Grandma. I take it you finished your Link to the Past rando? Yo, congrats, man. Nice to hear it. Yo, lurk mode active. Yo, do what you gotta do, Controlius. But yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I generally don't know where to start, or... Yeah, I generally just don't know what comics to read, right? The very few times I've like enjoyed reading an actual comic was like a full completed story, right? Like for DC, it's like I don't think I've ever done it with Marvel, but with DC there was what's it called? Kingdom Come? Yeah, I think it's called Kingdom Come, and in that one, like legit, Superman, like he doesn't necessarily go crazy per se. It's not like Injustice. He just, he doesn't believe in, like, the younger generation of, superheroes. And he creates, like, this superhero jail. And, like, anyone that doesn't agree with Superman, be them a hero or a villain, they all end up in there. And, Batman and Lex Luthor team up to stop him. It's pretty interesting. And yeah, it's supposed to take place in the future. But, it's funny, right? Like, because I say take place in the future, but I think this was written in, like... I don't know, the 70s or something. So, like, the future is like now, but, you know, they had a much different idea of how the future was going to look. Or how the now is gonna look? You get what I'm saying. But you have the Two Worlds Unite comics? Yo, nice XC. Yeah, I checked out a little bit of that, because that's the one with Mega Man, right? I was like, I've never really been too into the Sonic comics or the Mega Man comics. But when they were both right there in the same thing, I'm like, well, I have to check that out, right? It's like, I love Sonic, I love Mega Man, and they were both in the same comic. I'm like, okay, let me check that out. Which I did. I checked out, like, the first or the second one, and then maybe the last one, and then I was all done. I can't get into reading comics, man. Just can't do it. Dex says, the only thing I really miss from the old comics days is they basically abandoned a lot of the Freedom Fighter lore, as well as Knuckles' entire family is race, and now he's the only one. What do you mean? They didn't completely abandon all of that. I mean, yeah, Knuckles is forever alone, but, you know, Tikal exists. Tikal was a person. You know, we just haven't had another game that had anything to do with those people. And then also, they haven't given up on Freedom Fighters. Did you not play Sonic Forces? Eggman's taken over the world. It's up for us to band together and rebel. If that's not Freedom Fighters, then what is Vexatious? Clearly Sonic Forces was made for you. You can create the echidna you've always wanted, and you can fight for freedom. Perfect. Yo, how are we doing? Yo, I'm doing good, Grand Magusta. Just trying to get back into the Sonic Mania, which I have not played since last week. So I'm trying to remember how to do this trick, and the one for the level right after. Not going too hot, but we'll get there. Next year is Blade Runner, waiting for the flying cars and androids to show up. Yo, got to, man. Any second now. I mean, they're making the robots, man. They just, they're not too impressive in the AI department, unfortunately. They'll get there, I believe in them. Ah, gosh darn it, that's so hard. And yo, it's Matt saying yo, what's up? Nothing much, man. XD saying the Worlds Unite comic is a Sega Capcom crossover, not just Mega Man Sonic. Oh yeah, that's right. I think there's like a couple of panels, 'cause I see them posted on like some of the Breath of Fire groups I'm in. But yeah, it has like the Breath of Fire characters in there. Ryu, Nina, which is funny to like say Ryu and not mean Street Fighter, but yeah, nah, that's not the only Ryu just in Capcom. Like yeah, no, there's Ryu with the blue hair, can turn into a dragon. Yeah, no, I like Breath of Fire. The first game I streamed on this channel, just me, no senpai, was Breath of Fire 2. Way back in the day. Yeah, that was back in August 2015, man. That was a while ago. Vexation says, don't you talk to me about Sonic Forces, Vanks, don't you even joke about it. What do you mean? Are you saying that Sonic Forces is too good of a video game to be made fun of? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, excuse me. I don't want to, you know, make fun of the game that you love. Let's see, there's Ryu, Breath of Fire Ryu, Street Fighter Ryu, and yo, King Hippo with the host. Yo, let's go, King Hippo. Let's go, King Hippo. You know, a member of the Donkey Kong Country 3 Triumvirates. How do you say that word? Triumvirates? Something like that. Yeah, no, man. Him, Doomsday, Grand Magusta, they all did a race. They all raced 3 times. Each one of them won. 4 races, 4 different winners? Wait, are you telling me Legend won the, Link to the Past one? No. I don't believe. How many Ryus you got, Capcom? They need more Ryus, Vexatious. More Ryus. It's a wonderful name. Oh, 10th Doctor did. Oh, okay. Yo, congrats to 10th Doctor. Yeah, I know he's been really enjoying those randos. Yeah, he randomly plays those things all the time. I'm pretty sure I've seen him like streaming at like 2 AM doing a rando, and it's like, what are you doing? Why is this? Woo! Still live. We take those. There, come on, Vinks. Time to be good. All the good. All the dead. So dead. Alright, do you know if the game has the vertical warps like the older ones? Vertical warps? Do you mean like where you would get stuck inside of the stage and then you could like force your way upwards? Because last I checked, Knuckles can do that in the Encore version of, what's it called? Mirage Saloon? Yeah, he can definitely do that. I don't know how to do it myself yet. I've seen it done though, I know it exists. I know there's quite a few skips you can do like that in Encore mode. Because, what you do essentially is like you'll fly Tails against something, and then like Knuckles will not be able to catch up with Tails. He can't go where Tails is going. Oh, I lost my speed. Rip. Yeah, he can't go where Tails is going, so like he despawns and then he's trying to respawn, and he can respawn in the wall. And then you switch control from Tails to Knuckles, and then you just jump. Good to go. Yeah, those are the Tails and Knuckles strats. I don't know if they're the fastest strats. There's not enough people playing the game to really know if that's the truth or not. Because a lot of people say that Sonic and... Well, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but some people are saying that Sonic and Ray will be the fastest. But I've yet to see anyone put in a time that's as good as what Tails and Knuckles can do. Yeah, it's a shame, man. Everyone's just kind of disappeared. I don't know where everybody is. All the speedrunners of this game just seem to have vanished into thin air. There's a lot of clipping through walls and ceilings, but no reps. Well, like, you're definitely not ever, like, you're not going into the ceiling and then, like, warping anywhere. But you can definitely go through the ceiling and then go through all the ground up to the top of the level. Oh, what character is this? This is Ray. Yo! EWF Nor, what should my bit donation say? Yo, whatever you wanted to say, Beth. It could say, oh wow! Sonic Mania! One of the best games ever made! Like, that would be a good one. That would be a good bit donation message. Or you could do, oh hey! It's Vinx, my favorite streamer! He's such a cool guy that plays all the cool games. Or, here's to Smash Brothers Ultimate, which will totally be an extremely well-balanced game. And Little Mac will be great. It could be anything. Whatever you want, Beth. Oh man. Yo, it's so weird. Oh snap! 1,000 bits. You're failing that trick again. I'm leaving. This trick's really hard, Beth. But thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Oh my goodness, that's so many bits, Beth. It's so many bits. Way too nice. Oh my goodness. Jeez. I don't know what I deserve, or what I did to deserve all this love. I really don't know. I have no idea, but thank you very much. And also, Beth, if you remember the whole variety games list, that is 10 votes that you can put towards a game if you want to. Though I can't be Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 because we already started that one. We started Black 2 and White 2 on Tuesday last week. I've gotten 6 badges so far. It was 6, right? Who was the last gym leader that I beat? Because I remember I had some trouble with... What's her name? Elisa? You don't care, you don't watch her stream anyways? Oh, that's all good. See, Beth, what you should say is that you want to give me the votes, and then I'll rig the system myself, and I'll use them for whatever I want. And it'll be great. That's what you should say. No votes. Oh no! Rest in peace. No votes. Vexation says, some of us can't get bits for some reason. Rest in peace. That's because you don't, you know, play the system like Beth does. Uh-oh. Where did all my speed go? Oh, there it is. It came back, and then it was gone, and it came back, and I died. Why is this trick so hard? Everything about it is too difficult. It's way, 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 way too difficult. Vexatious, teach me the secret. How do you do the trick successfully 100% of the time? What is the magic? Cause yeah, I was not having this much trouble last week, man. Now I'm having all the problems. And Visa says, everything is free, Vinx. You're just choosing to make a purchase and make it difficult. What? I don't understand. What are you saying? Oh, are you saying I choose to, like, accept capitalism? Is that what you're saying? I don't understand. No, Ray! You gotta go fast! You gotta go fast, Ray. Gosh darn it, Ray, man. What are you doing? I don't understand. I don't understand why Ray is so mean to me. All he had to do was go fast. That's all I ever asked. No, Vinx. I'm saying you can do it. It's okay. That's good. I'm glad you believe in me. And Vexatious, yes, ask the guy who still hasn't played this game how to do the trick. I think you know what I'm going to say, but in case you need to hear it, get good. Man, couldn't you have just been like, well, duh, Vinx, all you gotta do is like, you know, first off, you should always be jumping from the exact same spot. You gotta stop diving from all these different spots. Then, what you need to do is become more consistent in your glides. You know, you gotta be going down at the exact same positioning. You gotta be pulling up at the exact same height. On that third dive, you gotta look out for the fourth pull-up. because it's like, nah, man, you're gonna bump into the wall there, so don't bump into the wall. And also, like, right there, what are you doing, Vinks? Stop, stop falling off of the platforms. Vinks also get forbidden stuff, it's awesome. Wait, forbidden stuff? Are you saying, like, if I had the forbidden fruit, I would be able to, like, beat the level and do the trick? Because I'm down, I don't know if this is, like, One Piece and I can find, like, the devil fruit or whatever. And I don't know which one makes me good at Sonic, but, like, I'm down. I'm down, like, I'll do that. Step 1, get good. Step 2, got good. Yo, you right. You right. Just gotta get good, man. Do the things that need to be done. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard, man. Vexation says, yeah, everything you just said. Glad you were listening. Yo, we got it, man. We did it. Controller says there's no forbidden fruit and no stretchy Vinks. That would make you worse. Yeah? Would that really be the case? I don't know, man. I mean, I don't really watch the One Piece, but I'm pretty sure the fruits is how everybody gets good in that universe. I'm not against fruit, like, I generally don't eat fruit because I'm, like, lazy and I don't think about it. But, because, you know, it's like, oh, I have to go get it. I don't want to do all that. But, strawberries are delicious. I'm not against strawberries. Ah, dead. Did you ever see Fantastic Stretchy Person is bad? It doesn't help. Oh, Fantastic Four, the second one? I saw the the reboot? Right? There's only been one reboot of Fantastic Four in the modern era, right? I want to say that's the case. But yeah, I didn't watch that one. Everybody said it was bad. Molten Taco says I'm against fruit. Fruits are the bane of man. Nah, man, fruits are great. As long as they're the fruits I like. Like, I like bananas, I like oranges, I occasionally like apples, but not if they're from Tasmania. Specifically, no to Tasmanian apples. Oh, I've lost all my speed. There's no coming back from that one. Vexation says, okay, quick observation if you want legit advice. If you start your glide from the top of that hanging thing, you want to go low on up number 4 and number 5. And Invis saying, really, the only thing I suggest is being careful on that one up where you hit the side of that floor. You often go too high there and die to it. It's honestly the only thing I can think of suggesting. It takes place after the 4th dive, it seems, so be mindful after your 4th dive. Yep, y'all are right, man. Control says there have technically been 2 reboots of the movies since you've been alive. That's because there was a terrible movie in the 90s that was so bad it was never released. Oh, is that the case? There was a movie that was released in the 90s that was so bad it was never released. Then does it count? Alright, and then be careful there. They told you to be careful, Vinks. See? Easy. All you gotta do is what everybody said. Perfect. Molten says everything about gravy suggests it isn't a fruit. Therefore, it must be a vegetable. Yeah? Is that how that works? I was unaware. I thought there was more to the world than fruits and vegetables. Nah, you might be right about that. It isn't a fruit. It must be a vegetable. It means it's good for you. Got good? Yo, we did it, man. But now the question is, can I do it a second time in a row? I don't think I've done that yet. Not so much. And I'd like to. I really would. Oh wow, that was real low, jeesh. Ah, so close, man, so close. I tried not to pull up that high, but kind of failed. Control says, yeah, there was a Fantastic Four movie that was made in the 90s, and it was more garbage than you're gliding with Ray. Woo! That's some pretty bad garbage, man. Yeah, rest in peace. You didn't go low on number 5? I didn't go low enough. This is correct. I wanted to go lower, and I didn't do it. I meant to, I just, you know, didn't. You retract the got good, but you can't do that. It did get good, just not a second time. Oh my goodness, that's so hard! I barely pressed back, and he just flew all the way up, man. He was like, no, I have to bump into this fan. I have to. It's important. Not important, Ray. You don't have to do that, my man. It's just not a thing you have to do. You only think you have to do it. That's just, you know, your peers. With that peer pressure, man. Don't listen to them. You do what you believe in. Okay, I guess I wanted to grab that. I thought I didn't. Apparently I actually did. Alright, there's dive number 2. Dive number 3. Not all the way up. Not all the— no! 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 I fail it every time. Controller says, I hereby replace the got goods that have been donated with get goods. Oh man. It's my biggest fan? I don't need a big fan. Not if I'm gonna bump into it every time. No. It's so weird. Like, I glide into the pulley, and I have to hold, like, left. Or right? Well, I'm holding the opposite direction of where I want to go. And so the second I grab it, he instantly turns in that direction. It's like, I don't want you to do that. Not what I desire. Not at all. Uh-oh. 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 I don't quite know what happened there. But I guess I didn't have the speed needed. You're too scared to die there? Wait, at which point? I'm definitely always scared to die, but I don't feel like there's a specific spot. It's definitely not when I'm grabbing the handrails. Those are okay, they're cool. Vanks' biggest fan? What is that a picture of? It can't be the fan in-game. I highly doubt that you would upload that. It all happened too fast. No, not again! I don't have enough speed! What? I mean, easy every time. Yeah, the speed there is really, interesting. It's my biggest fan? Let me see. It's just a dumb picture of a fan! Oh, you're fired, Controlius. Fired. Don't come into work tomorrow. Oh, and make sure to grab your things. Very important you do that. I don't know what happens if you don't grab your things, but I feel like it'd be an obligation that I would have to deal with, so definitely make sure you grab your things. No, the stapler's not yours. That belongs to the office. No! I went under it, but it wasn't quite right, man. It wasn't quite right. Not quite right. Controlius has things? Why don't I have things? Vexatious saying, I've been with the company for almost a year and I have no things. Well, I mean, that's on you, man. Controlius wanted things, so he has some. You, I don't remember you ever asking for things. Alright, here we go. Here we go. This is gonna be the good one. It's gonna be so good. Oh, I didn't quite mean to do that. You know, I'd rather jump from that one so it's more consistent. Consistent movement! Consistently falling into the bottom blast zone. Vexation says, I never asked for anything, I got drafted into the mod life to serve my country. Well, I'm glad that you are serving your country. You know, that's very important. You're doing a good job. But hey, on the bright side, you're not fired, so there's that. You could be happy. It's Controlius, he got fired. So you should enjoy your job while you have it. Alright. Here we go. You're not a mod, you can't be fired? That's a good point. Uh-oh, I don't want to go that way. Controlius! Would you like a job starting today? easy every time. Every single time, man. I always get this glide. I'm just so good at it, man. I'm so good at this glide. 10 out of 10 every time. Like, people come up to me all the time. Oh my goodness, thanks, wow, you're so good at this trick. How could I get good at this trick like you? Well, haha. You see, the trick is, you have to be willing to put in the time. You can have the motivation, but do you have the dedication? That's where you're missing out. And they go, oh wow, thanks, I never looked at it that way. Thanks, sir. Not a problem. Can't help it, man. I do my part for society. Hey, I am not getting the best glides here. These are not 10 out of 10 glides. But I mean easy every time. Easy every time. Easy every time. Let's see, Control said me? A job? That sounds like a poor decision, but sure. Perfect! Alright. Now that you have your job, Controlius, I'm afraid to say that, it's not you, it's me, it's the business. We gotta let some people go, and unfortunately, you're kinda on the top of the list of, you know, people that we need to, you know, be looking out to let go. We think you're a really good employee, just, you know, not quite at the level as all the other employees, hence why you're at the top of the list of letting go, but we appreciate your service. You can't fire me, I have a 60-day no fire clause. Did you read the fine print, Controlius? I don't think that no fire means what you think it does. You should check that again. You let me write my own contract. You made a poor decision. Well, that is generally a bad idea. Oh man, look at that glide action. I'm so good. Don't forget that sweet severance package. About that. I don't know if you're gonna be getting that. If I'm just gonna be real. Ah, man. I was almost there. But then I just flew a little too close to the sun. And or just the giant fan again. Alright, here we go. Perfect! How do you glide past the fire without bumping into it? I've done it a couple of times, never on purpose. Pro says, you don't live in a right-to-work state, Vinx. I'm safe from firing without cause. Wait, what? But you don't have any rights, I'm confused. Alright, up. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Yeah, I don't live in a state. What are you talking about? There's no state here. Just a commonwealth. Vexation says, Vinx, what's for dinner? Pasta, meatballs, mini hot dogs. Starve for beach bod goals. Beach bod? Vexatious. In what parallel universe do you go to the beach? In this decade. Let's see. I would say that you go for... go for the pasta. That sounds like really easy to do. I think that would work out. The answer's obviously all of them. Now. We don't have to be going for the inverse of the beach bod. The opposite. We don't have to do all that. It's not necessary. Alright, that's 1 in a row. The dream is 3 in a row. If I can get it 3 times in a row, then we know we're the best and we're super good. And we can move on to the next level. Troy says, dude, I got the dad bod and I'm amazing. Well, I mean, to each their own, you know, some people, you know, they have, the bods that are not quite what they want. Other people are like, yeah, nah, this is perfect. Not everybody can be that, what's the word? Confident, I guess? Uh-oh. It's almost like any second now. Any second now, the wind will just like randomly flow, and everything will be fine. Vexatia says, I appreciate that you weren't skeptical about me getting a beach bod, but rather me going to a beach, because you're right. Oh man. I mean, if you want to get like whatever body, Vex, more power to you. I couldn't imagine you going to the beach. Like, cause again, this is the same person that's like, thanks, I want my snacks. And it's like, well then why don't you go get them? why are you talking to me about it? And then Vex will be like, well, you see, the problem is the snacks are in the other room. like not out of the house, like in the same house, just in another room. Yes, you don't understand my pain, my suffering. But you can go get them. I'd have to get up to do that. I couldn't possibly. So yeah, it's my non-belief in the beach, just a little bit. Thanks, you know my laziness so well. I'm sitting here hungry as it is. Hey man, that's just how it is. I know my people. Oh man. Controller says, have to be confident. I know my strengths and weaknesses. I know why I'm awesome, and if someone doesn't want to accept that and just look at what's bad, then that's their own issue. Yo, exactly. I 100% agree. 100%. It's like, every day, man, I I wake up knowing that I'm amazing, but then, you know, you have those other people that don't realize my greatness, and they're like, hey, thanks. I'll race you in any game, bet you $10 I'll win, and I'm like, what? Why would you do that? Why would you not believe that you're gonna get bodied? Because you're gonna get bodied. Banks will never grow up. Yo, I am short. I am a very short guy. This is true. Alright, come on. This is the one. Yeah, don't go up too high. Then, yep, see? I told you it was the one. I believed in myself, and believing in yourself is the first step to victory. Alright, Vex says, because I'm fond of issues number 39 and 72 myself, got the special variant cover for 39. How tall am I? I am 5'6". I am pretty short. I'm not the tallest of men. No, sir. Like, that stuff is always unfortunate, right? Like, I'll go to a fighting game community tournament, and they'll be like, oh man, just a bunch of kids here, oh geez, I bet I'm the only one that can drink, and I'm like, excuse me, are you saying like you're 21? Cause, I'm way older than you are. Like, what? But you're so much shorter than me, and you look so young! No, I'm old. I am old. Inviso says, Vanks, you're literally 4 inches taller than me. Hush. Yo, Inviso, I don't know if it's just like my personal friends, right? But like, legit, Inviso, I am shorter than everybody. Everybody's taller than me. And like, most of my friends are like minimum 2 years, but like 2 to like 10 years younger than I am. And they're all taller than me, man. It feels really bad. Like, the one time in my life I didn't feel like I was super short was when I was living in Melbourne. Because, like, there's so many different types of people from, like, all over the world that live there. Like, Indian people, Asian people, like, Japanese, Vietnamese, Korean, whatever, Chinese. But yeah, like, living there, like, again, I wasn't, like, this super tall guy or anything, but I was average. I was average height. It was beautiful. I could just walk on the street, and, like, I would be on the same eye level as most people. That was so cool. I loved it. It was really, really nice. Because I'm very used to just being, you know, this tiny little, you know, person that people just assume is a child. They're like, oh, who left their kid here? A kid. I'm like twice your age, buddy. I'm twice your age, man. Jeez, respect your elders. You're just sitting over here being 6'2"? Yo, I wish, man. I wish. I mean, I don't know if I would want to be like a pure 6'2". That sounds like I'd like bump into every tree. And I don't know if you know me, but I don't like trees. I don't like trees at all. So I don't need to be antagonizing them just that much more. You know, being at that perfect height to just hit every branch. Dude, Banks, you are a child. You can't be old, but I am old. Gosh darn it. You know, like I was there when I don't know, all the old stuff happens. It was me. Vexation says, do you not like trees because your precious water types are weak to them? No. I've said this a million times, man. I've literally never lost to an all-grass team. An all-grass team is dumb. They just all get swept by Ice Beam. All grass types are bad. Like, there's... like, grass types just aren't the best Pokemon. Like, they're really not. Except for Ludicolo. Ludicolo is the best one. Controller says, you only bump into trees if you aren't paying attention. Oh, well, you may bump into trees. Speaking of old Binks, have you watched Back to the Future? Well, if by have you watched Back to the Future, do you mean at one point in your life, did you watch Back to the Future? The answer is yes, I've watched it twice. I watched it once when I was very young, and then I watched it a second time, probably about a decade ago. So yes, I've watched it 2 times. That's what you're asking, right? Because there's the answer, man. I've watched it twice. At least I think it was like 10 years ago. It might have been a little bit longer. I can't remember. Let me through! That's a lot of dots. You know, the movie, you got a donation to watch. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it was $5, right? You were like, $5. Go watch Back to the Future. And I was like, yep, I'm on it. I will watch Back to the Future. Because like at first I was confused. I was like, I don't think I can watch Back to the Future on Twitch. I'm pretty sure that's like against copyright and stuff. They're like, no, just go watch it on your own. Just go watch it. And I was like, okay, I can do that. But what I can tell you is that I did watch Godzilla 2 recently. Like the Netflix one. It's really good. It's really good. I mean, it's not like the best Godzilla movie ever made. Like, you don't have to be like, well, this is what defines Godzilla. If you don't watch this, you're not a Godzilla. No, not quite all that. But it was really good. It was really engaging. If you didn't like the first one at all, you probably won't like the second one. But if you were mildly interested in the first one, the second one's way better. I highly recommend it. It was 10, and then someone else donated more? Oh yeah, was that the case? Yo, is 10th Doctor still in here? 10th Doctor, how many votes did we have on Back to the Future? And wait, Celeste before BTTF? What is that BTTF? Oh, Back to the Future? Oh. I mean, yeah, Celeste should take me like 5 minutes to beat. I was like at the very end of the game. The very end. I'll get there, man. One day. No! Why is this so hard? Controllers, how about this, Vinx? If you don't want to watch Back to the Future, place the original Back to the Future video game on the NES. Ugh. I don't know if I want to do all that. There was a Back to the Future game on the NES. Is it any good? Like, any good? Like, even slightly? Back to the Future game is garbage? Oh man, I don't want to play garbage games. I really don't. I know there's a lot of like Twitch streamers and YouTubers out there like, oh man, is this that Battletoads everybody's told me about? Oh buddy! Yeah, I know they get real into that. I am not one of those people. I'm really not. I am the exact opposite. I look at Battletoads and I go, I don't want to play this. No. You can take this game and you can hold on to that and you can keep it to yourself. I don't want to play it. No sir. It is utter dog garbage. It is horrible. If you don't want to watch the movie, then you play the game. And shut your mouth. Battletoads is amazing. Battletoads is just hard. No, Controlius. There's a huge difference between hard and a game that has extremely terrible design. That game is hot garbage in certain regards. Like, and let's not get it twisted. I like the Battletoads. I like the characters. And there's good Battletoad games, just not the original one. The original one is a bad game. But you know, if you look at Battletoads, what is it? Battletoads and Double Dragons? That one's really good. It's really well made. It's still really hard, but it doesn't have any of that stupid stuff in it. But I mean, I get it, because, you know, Battletoads came out during that, like, arcade era, right? Where everyone was making those games where it's like, well, you have to kill the player. If you don't kill them, how do you take their quarters? So you have to kill the player, and that's what Battletoad does. Battletoads very unjustly kills the player over and over and over again and just racks in all the quarters, man. All the quarters. That's what they want. It's alright, Vince, you're allowed to be wrong about Battletoads, you'll be forgiven. I'm not wrong! In what way am I wrong about Battletoads? Oh my goodness. Because, like, there's so many good action brawlers out there, right? Like, there's the Simpsons one, there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, there's the X-Men one. Oh my goodness, the X-Men one is so good. Though I think that might be extremely nostalgic, because it's something that I played when I was very young. And I think it was like the first game I played that was like 5 players. I want to say it was 5 players, and I'd never seen that before. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed the X-Men one. What else? There was a Spider-Man. Yeah, there was a Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends or something. That one was pretty good. I think there's a good Captain America one as well. There's, what's it called? Not Fatal Fury, right? What's the one that, Cody, Hagar, and Guy are from? Cody, Hagar, and Guy. That's Final Fight, right? Final Fight? Yeah, I want to say that's Final Fight. Which I think originally was supposed to be like a Street Fighter game, but they're like, nope. Instead, we'll call it Final Fight. Battletoads only kills bad players? No. That game is terribly developed. Tensoctor says, the game is one of the only 2 NES games to be considered some of the worst games of all time, with Friday the 13th being the other one. Jeesh, that's interesting. What's up with that, huh? Why is this so hard? Why is this impossible? It's just impossible, I tell you. If you decide to play the Back to the Future game, I'll get it to first in the Friday games list. I don't want to play it! I really don't. I don't really want to play it. I want to play a completely garbage trash game, man. I'll just play Silver 06, it's already on there. But I don't want to play that either, so I'm not going to do that. You watch the movie, I'm giving you a choice. Yo, look, I will watch that movie. It'll 100% totally happen. I just have to, you know, have the time to do it, right? I should make an event out of it. That's what I should do. Uh-oh, dead. Tensoctor says, just we watch it, Vinks. It's a good Spielberg stuff. I know it's a good movie. I know it's good stuff. I've seen Back to the Future before. It's been a long time. Controlis was making a reference to it, and I didn't know what the reference was. And he was like, I can't believe these children and they're not knowing Back to the Future. And I'm like, no. I did watch it. I have seen the movie. He's like, well, why don't remember it? And then, you know, I just point to myself. I'm like, well, hello there, newcomer to the Super 2U stream. My name is Vinks, and I am well known for one of 2 things. 1, getting good because I'm the best in the world. But 2 is forgetting everything. I'm not exactly well known for my memory. Great Scott, Vinks not getting the reference? Yo, look, man, sometimes we don't get the references, okay? It's been years! Over a decade. Cause yeah, let's see. Yeah, no, it's been over a decade since I last saw that movie. Cut me some slack, man. You don't think I got that reference either? What, Great Scott? Yeah, that's what the doctor says. Great Scott! We need a good emote for complete and utter lack of surprise. Wait, what? Oh, got you. Tinstalker says, Vinx never gets my Homestar Runner references. How would I? I only have a vague idea of what Homestar Runner is. Like, I know it's like a webcomic that some dude did, and I never read it. So how would I know? There's a huge difference. Like, one thing I've actually experienced in my life, so like I know what it is. The other one, it's like, hey Vinx, you know about this thing? No, I don't. Why don't you get the references? I don't know what it is. It's just like when somebody was getting all mad about me not knowing some musician. What was his name? Oh yeah, T-Pain, right? They're like, how do you not know who T-Pain is? I'm like, I don't listen to music! But he's so culturally relevant and mainstream! I still don't listen to music. Like, what part of this don't you understand? But everybody knows who T-Pain is. Well, that's completely inaccurate, because I don't know who T-Pain is. Like, my mom listened to hip-hop and rap music, not me. Speaking of which, I told my mom about that. Like, I was hanging out with her a few days ago, and I was saying, like, yeah, everybody was mad. I didn't know who this, like, T guy was. I can't remember his name. It was, like, T something. And she was like, oh, you mean T-Pain? Yeah, that guy. She knew who it was. But I don't listen to music. So, no, I don't know who this person is. Uh-oh. Let's see, it's not a comic, it's an early 2000s Flash cartoon. Oh, okay. Well, I did watch a few of those Flash cartoons. I was on the Newgrounds, but again, I didn't watch Homestar Running or Homestar, whatever it was. I mean, I have a vague awareness of it. Like, is that strong bad guy? Was he from that, or is that something else? I don't know. Because I didn't read the comic or watch the animation or whatever. Strong bad, yes? Okay. Yeah, I saw the guy. But, again, if he has like a famous quote, I don't know what that famous quote is. And yo, Bean Jr. subscribed with a tier 1 sub. Subscribed for 13 months in a row. Bean Jr. saying, yesterday it showed 0 months. We both know it's really 13. Spending that 6-month payment your way, get good. Yo, let's go! Let's go, Bean Jr. Subscribing for 6 months. That automatically, you know, is going to take him from like, what, 13 to, because yeah, it's counting the 13th one is this one, right? That's 5 more, dude. That's 18 months, dude. It's crazy. You know, I'm pretty ready to give this up. I think it's impossible. I think this is undoable, and no one can do it. I know I've already done it in the past. Like, I literally performed this trick this stream. But I also think it might be impossible, actually. Maybe perhaps. Maybe perhaps it is just impossible. Saying get good instead of using the emote? I know, right? Gotta use the emote. The command's there for them, you know, king high scrubs that don't have the emote. So what is that, $30? Yeah, sounds about right. Alright, here we go. This is the one. I can feel it. I'm one with the Force. One with the Force, and the Force is with me. And I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I did it. I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it. Oh yeah, that is quite a few votes. Quite a few votes for Mr. Bean Jr. He wants to put them towards something. And yo, Zach's on with the host. Yo, what's up? How we doing, everybody? Yo, man, Zach's on again, hosting me. Way too nice. Way too cool. Yo, how we doing, man? Yo, I am practicing this trick that I am absolutely the best at, like, in the world. Like, so good. Like, no one can do this as well as me. And I'm dead. Yo, this trick is impossible, man. I can't do it. It's way too hard. But yeah, no, if everybody's in here, I guess I'll just do a run instead of just practicing. As fun as practicing is. Wait, which one do I delete? Oh, this one. There's like no characters there. Alright, here we go. let's do it. Let's play the video game. But yo, how we doing everybody coming in? My name is Banks of Super2U. I like to play the video games. I enjoy speed running, or at least attempting to. I don't pretend to be as good as Zaxxon, nowhere near. He's a million times better than me. But if there is a will, there's a way, right? As long as you believe in your hearts that you can go fast, then you'll eventually get there, right? Right. Now let's see, B Junior was saying that sub converts to $40.15 for you, because that's the curse of being a Canadian. Yep. Yo, poor Bean Jr. But hey man, subscribing 6 months in a row, or well, 13 months in a row, and then subbing for 6 months. That's pretty intense, man. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Super Mario Maker, now at number 6. Yo, let's go! Oh, and Corey in the House is number 3. Oh man. Oh, whoops. I am not playing the right character. Yeah, I do not want to, I don't want to play Corey in the House. Why did everyone have to vote for that one? Why does everybody want to see Corey in the House? Some legit Corey in the House speedruns. Apparently it's like the best anime or something, whatever the meme is. Yo, Grimmy Hunter's in here! Saying, you got this, Super2U. Yo, thanks man, I appreciate it! Yo, Grimmy Hunter. In there with the sneaky sneak. Yo, how you doing, man? Oh, whoops, I'm supposed to jump on this. Yeah, we gotta get all the emeralds, guys. All the emeralds. It is not an all emerald run unless, you know, you actually get all of them. So that's the plan. Can I get up there? Nice. But yeah, it's, I don't want to be all the way at the bottom. The bottom's quite a bit slower. Oh, whoops, that's what I wanted to fly over. That's what I was thinking about. But that's fine, that's fine. Just grab this. There is, no everyone for Corey. It's one guy. I mean, technically it's two guys. One person donated $1 for Corey in the House. And then this other guy donated, I think, $120 for Corey in the House. Oh man, people are crazy. So crazy, man. Yo, you're doing good, Grimmy? Yo, glad to hear it, man. Always good to hear. Alright, so for number 3, I can just grab the arrows, so we'll just do that. We don't have to grab all the blue spheres. $120. I know, right? It's so crazy. Who donates $120 to see me play Corey in the House? I don't understand. But it is what it is. If he really wants to see Corey in the House that bad, I will eventually play it. He's a madman, I tell you. Alright, Chaos Emerald. You wanna come hang out with me real quick? That'd be real nice. Real nice if you do that. Ugh, I almost did not make that jump. Almost died. But yo, we in there, man. We in there. Come on, Chaos Emerald. You know what this is. The meme is real. Yo, people like their memes way too much, man. You think they're just a normal, you know, citizen of the United States. And then they show you their memes, and then you realize it wasn't quite the case. Yep. See, Bean Jr. knows about the memes. He was saying, January 28th is when my sub renews. That's basically gonna be a belated Christmas gift. Yeah, that works, man. Yo, we take those. Grimmy says, I love running Encore. Best speedrun. Yo, nice, man. Yo, that's good to hear. I'm glad people are enjoying Encore. But it's crazy, man. I swear, like, this game came out, and, like, everybody was playing it. And then fast forward to today, and I think, like, nobody's playing the game. Like, what happens? What happened? Or maybe, like, I'm just missing everybody? Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. But it's just like when Sonic Mania first came out, like, everybody was, like, so into it, man. So many people were playing. I guess I just kind of expected the same thing to happen. Alright, be the good, thanks. Be the good. Excuse me, Mr. Bug. Alright, so I need the Fire Shield. I can't grab the next Chaos Emerald without it, so we'll just dive back over here. And Sonic is nowhere to be found. Sonic, where'd you go? There he is. Up, and he's gone. Rip. That's fine, that's fine. We just need to fall here anyways. The meme is real and expensive? Yo, man. Some people are willing to put down all the monies for their memes. Crazy. That was a real bad turn. Jeez. Didn't get like any of those blue spheres. I need those blue spheres, man. Very important. Yeah, there's no real tricks to this one. You just either go really fast or you go really slow, so I need those spheres. Hand them over. Oh, I only grabbed 4 of those. Yeah, this should hit me at Mach 2. Ah, rip. I should have went the other way, because like this is the faster way of the two as far as like literal distance. But there were so many other blue spheres the other way. I couldn't decide which one was the better one. Oh, I'm so bad at grabbing those. We'll get there, we'll get there. Alright. Okay, that wasn't too bad for Mach 3. Wasn't too bad. Alright, I have to like land in the purple a bit, because like I literally can't make that turn. The turn's way too, or just the character's going way too fast to make it. Like he has to slow down there, or he'll just go into the bumpers. I don't want to go into the bumpers. No, thank you. Alright, come on, buddy. Yeah, as long as I keep taking this path, like, he'll just really, really gain on the UFO. Also a little low on rings. Let me grab those, just in case. Nice, we're good. What were we saying? Oh, you love that guy? Kit Boga? Yeah, I don't know Kit Boga, but I'm sure he's a cool guy. I'm guessing he's a speedrunner. Or were to take a wild, wild guess. Alright, so that was that emerald. There's another emerald that I get at the end of this level. If I'm being, oh, there goes my, I'm so bad! Oh, my fire shield, I'm so sad. Oh, that fire shield, we were gonna do so many things together and now it's gone. But that's fine, that's fine. I don't need it. It just would have been, you know, faster and stuff. But who needs to go fast in a speedrun, right? That's so superfluous. Yo, mine's up. Ruined everything! Everything is ruined! Oh my goodness. I need to go up this way, and I like... Oh, jeez, that was such a bad jump. Such a bad jump, man. Oh, oops. I mean, totally on purpose. I just wanted to jump on the spikes, that's what that was. I'll be you again one day, Sonic. Alright, so this is one of the ones I can grab an arrow for, so I'm gonna not really focus on the blue spheres quite yet, because the arrow's like really, really close in the beginning. Yeah, it's right here. As long as I'm not bad, bam. Level 2! Yo, come back, UFO. Where you going, man? Don't you want to hang out with your little buddy? Oh, I was so close. I was so close. Cause yeah, if you do that jump right, you'll go straight into the UFO, and you don't need Mach 3. Oh, I'm so close. Come back! I'm sorry. I have no rings. I will grab those, man. Do not want to time out here. Oh, gosh darn it, I was so close. Come back, Rendo! I just want to be with you. See? Reunited. These emeralds are hard? Yeah, man, the emeralds are so hard. They are ridiculous. Like, when I was first trying to do these emeralds, man, like, I would fail, like, every single time. Like, the 3rd one and the 7th one were the hardest ones for me. It took me a long time to, like, just be able to do them, and even now I still can't, like, do them 100% of the time. But we'll get there, we'll get there. Practice makes perfect. Come on, Ray, don't just lie around, man. Help me beat up the robot. There you go, buddy. I knew you could do it. Wait, why wasn't I Ray? I could hit the thing faster. I didn't think about that. Nah, surely I'll get this jump, right? Oh, I did it! I mean, I totally expected to make that. Duh. Easy peasy. Every run is a speed run with Sonic involved? Yo, that is 100% the truth. If you have Sonic, it's always a speed run, guaranteed. Even if it's, Well, that's terrible! Yeah, nah, if I have to restart at the beginning, I might as well restart with Ray. Gosh darn it, dude. Did you see that? Oh my goodness. Didn't get any- Oh, whoops, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, I'm so bad at this video game. Nope, nope. Ray, would you help me out, man? Like, this is supposed to be really easy, and I'm doing real bad right now, so if you could just, like... all the time's gone. It's all gone. But, that's fine. All I gotta do is do the trick and flying battery that I never do, and I'll save all the time for free. That's all I gotta do. Easy peasy. Whoops. Hey, Banks, have you ever tried doing a speed walk? Nah, man, why would you do a speed walk? So Sonic Schoolhouse is a speed run? I mean, by definition, I think it is, you know? Tense Doctor, he said it for what it was, man. It's got Sonic in it. It's a speed run. Easy peasy. It's so funny, man. I've never played that game. Alright, so yeah, this is another one of those levels where you don't really get the blue spheres at first, because yeah, it's a free Mach 2. Alright, so I have to be careful. When you get Mach 3, there's a turn you can't, like, do. Like, you have to jump. If you try to just do the turn, you will 100% fail. Alright, yeah, needed those rings. Yeah, it's this jump right here. Oh wait, no, not that one. Was it? I don't know. It's one of them. Let me grab those rings. Oh, it's this one. That's the one. That's the one you have to jump for. Make sure you jump for it, or, you know, you die. You definitely absolutely die. 100% guaranteed. Ah, gosh.